For generations, ceiling systems from AMF have stood for quality, ease of installation, and timeless design. System F as a free spanning system with a spanning width of up to 2.5 meters is an ideal solution for corridors. The finished ceiling has an extensive and homogeneous appearance. When using our system type F2, every ceiling tile is demountable for maintenance and retrospective work. A perfect ceiling is the crowning glory of every room. In order to achieve an outstanding result, you should ensure that the ceiling components are kept clean and dry during transport and storage. The underlying surface should be flat and level to avoid damage. The AMF tiles may only be installed once all plaster and screed works are completed. After the room with a maximum width of 2.5 meters has been measured, the reflected ceiling plan, thus the visual layout of the ceiling, must be decided. Starting from the middle of the corridor, the layout continues in element widths here named B. Please ensure that none of the cut tiles are smaller than half the tile width, as the resulting appearance is aesthetically unpleasing. Now we move on to the installation, where of course cleanliness also needs to be regarded. The perimeter trim is fixed at the required ceiling height. Different perimeter trims can be selected depending on tile type, weight and format. This in turn determines the minimum installation height. As a rule, corners are usually mitered. Next up are the first ceiling elements, usually starting with a cut tile depending on the corridor's dimensions and room layout. All AMF mineral tiles can be easily cut using a standard Stanley knife. Please ensure that the tile is supported by at least 2/3 of the horizontal edge on which it rests. Careful handling of the tiles is essential. Due to their length, it's essential to handle and install the tiles using both hands. The direction of installation of the selected system type F2 always follows with the so-called AW edge facing the installer. The tiles should never be left unsupported. Have a suitable reinforcement profile to hand and within reach. The reinforcement profile is now installed and stabilizes the tile. Different profile sections are available depending on the corridor dimensions. You can find the appropriate maximum span table online at www.amf-grafenau.de. The installation of the next tiles follows in rows, always with the corresponding reinforcement profile. No tile may be installed without a reinforcement profile. The individual tiles should only be gently pressed against one another without too much effort. This makes it easy to remove the tiles in the future. A recessed light or other fixture can be installed in a ceiling tile supported by 2 hangers. The maximum cutout size cannot be exactly defined. We recommend a residual width of at least 80 mm and a residual length of at least 200 mm. The last but one ceiling tile is installed and the distance to the wall measured. The tile is then removed again. The last ceiling tile is subsequently cut and installed with a perimeter wedge. Finally, the last but one tile is installed again. As well as the demountable tiles of the system type F2, system type F1 with a concealed long edge and system type F3 with a recessed long edge are also available. There is nothing to stand in the way of a perfect result. You can find detailed installation instructions and further information online at www.amf-grafenau.de.